voice refuses to be silenced. From the front lines of the information war, standing with patriots across this great nation, this is where the truth fights back! Welcome to the James Justice Show!
Heavenly Father, give us courage when it's dark and wisdom when things get tough. Help us stand up for what's right, protect others, and take care of the country we love. Keep us strong, together, and with you. Amen! Fight! Fight! Fight!
To the James Justice Show!
What an introduction, that James Justice. He knows how to rock and roll. He must be following midnight. Or actually, he's earlier than midnight, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like 11:45.
We got some great things happening here at the America First Warehouse. And if I'm looking at my camera, I'm over there. So I see where my camera is now, right? You ladies will get the hang of it when it comes through. I got great people here at the warehouse. The warehouse generates great patriots, great news, truth and justice, no matter how hard it is to tell you. I don't like to tell you sometimes the news is so bad, but I have such faith in our Lord Jesus Christ, God, the Judeo-Christian God that the founding fathers built this country on. Right? It's so serious, and I'm so serious about it, but we are in a lot of trouble. I mean a lot of trouble. I'm going to play this quick video, and then we're going to go around to my friends and introduce them, and with their experience, are going to tell me about this. You can run that anytime you want there up top, William, and that's one with the truth coming from the mouths. I think it was the #1 in the earlier show. But what it will show is, you're going to love this one, Midnight, the outright truth that they're here to take this country over. Make no mistake about it. And this show that's coming to the warehouse on Thursday night, The Alamo, created by Chris Bugard, who is the creator of many other great documentaries like The War on Truth, which we also showed here at the warehouse. His truth is so painful that most networks will not show it. Here at the America First Warehouse, we will. We're going to share this movie on Thursday night on our website, www.theamericafirstwarehouse, or our app, our telephone app. I like the website because I'm old-fashioned. What can I say? But we're going to show that on that platform to see it on Thursday night live, besides showing it here at the America First Warehouse. I'm very excited about that. I also believe, I haven't told Chris about this, but I have another platform for him that we're going to share his movie, because nobody on the mainstream media is interested. All these halls that he tries to go there are not interested in. And you know what else they're not interested in? What happened on September 11th. And I have some great people here that are very familiar with September 11th, starting on my left, Sarah Carpenter. What does 9/11 mean to you, Sarah?
Never forget. Never forget, and never forget.
Why not? Why won't you ever forget? Because were you there?
I'm a 9/11 first responder. I was there that day, and I went down that day. And the word "never forget" is there because you can't forget. It's embedded in my mind. I knew many heroes that lives were taken that day, and I've since then have just constantly tried to get the memory of their good lives out there, what they were here for, and also justice. Justice.
Was there ever justice for 9/11's Jill Cohen? A 9/11, you write about the 9/11.
Yeah, I also will never forget 9/11 because I live it. I feel like every day I talk about it since I wrote a book called Like It Was Yesterday. A lot of people say that. I remember it like it was yesterday, and it's a journalist's file since 9/11. I started writing about 9/11 for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette and other magazines I worked for at that time. And I found that, yeah, we all came together right after 9/11, but what happened, we spun out. I'm just going to say we spun out. And 25 years later, we are looking at New York City I don't recognize. And I can't even believe what's going on there and that they elected a mayor who clearly does not have the same, let's say, values that all Americans should have.
Well, that's so incredible you say that because my friend Midnight, right next to you, he lives in New York City, and I believe he might have voted for Mondani, and he does cover. I apologize. Did I say that wrong, Midnight? What's going on in New York City? You're on the front line, brother.
I'm going to take a little bit of a twist on this. Is that I'm actually grateful for Zohran Mamdani, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I know exactly now how I don't want to live out the rest of my life. So I want to say that let Zohran Mamdani keep going and doing what he's doing. He's actually making my job really easy. I don't have to do anything. This guy is such a disaster and so self-destructive that he is teaching everybody, right, how you do not want to live the rest of your life in New York City. And if we continue to let him just do his thing, then I can't wait to next winter because this winter I think it was 2 stories high the snow. Next winter's gonna be 4 stories high.
And keep your heat at 60. Keep your heat at 63 or 59 degrees on your heater. Right. That's what he's gonna have to do.
It's 100 degrees outside. He wants everyone to keep the air conditioning at 78 degrees.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it's the power company actually suggests that in their handbooks, but there's a difference of actually suggesting it or talking to your people on national TV, like 90-year-old moms and children and dogs and cats that need to be cool. I thought it was a little distasteful to tell your constituents to keep it at 78 degrees and when it's 100 degrees outside. And by the way, they had a little secret guy go into his own office, and Mamdani had his AC on 68 degrees. Welcome to communism.
Yeah, exactly.
Woo!
My goodness. That's undercover work from my man Midnight. Now, Jamie Crow, my friend over there, my very patriotic friend that she is, I'm sure you recall 9/11, but you're a real patriot when it comes to January 6th. We don't think there was justice in 9/11. Was there justice for J6, or do you think there will be in your experiences?
Eventually there'll be justice in January 6th. Like, we just don't know when, but I'm hoping it's coming quick. To stand down on that jail down on the corner with Mama Mickey, and she does it for Ashley Babbitt. That was her daughter. Yeah, I think we'll get justice. It's just going to take a little time. We gotta fight, and we gotta believe in God.
You might like this. I spoke with we got Renee. Nicole Reffett, Tammy Perryman,
Yes.
and Jen Baker are going to be doing a show here on the platform called The Front Porch. So they're going to take what they did on Freedom Corner and share their experiences here on the America First media and television. It's just an incredible time to be part of it. Now, I'm going to go back to Sarah because, Sarah, you were one of the few women, were there, I don't know how many were, but I think as a New York City officer, you went into January 6th into the Capitol with you were armed with weapons that were considered weapons. What were your weapons, and you went to jail for how long? And can you give me an experience that is shocking? Because I know it is.
So, yeah, my weapon of mass destruction that you can overtake the government with is a tambourine.
A tambourine? You are vicious, girl.
I tell you, flower power, I guess, right? But no, it's incredible to me. It was a last-minute grab as I was walking out the door, and to think that it would be confiscated by the FBI It is so. You can't make this stuff up. It's unbelievable. Yeah, they took my tambourine. They won't give it back. I think they're enjoying it too much. At this point, I don't know what's going on, but we do. We need that justice. We need to find out. I don't know why people are not being more proactive. And I think they will, because what did they say? We were the head of the spear in the sense, and also, what was the word that Peter Tickton likes to describe? Can somebody help me out with that?
Peter Tickton,
He
my
said we're
brother,
the
he's-
first, when a product comes out, the people who try it first.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And this is as serious as I'm going to get, because I know you women have fun and have comedy, and I'm going to do that. We're going to have fun
I'll
here.
twist it.
But I want to ask you a serious question, because I hear this a lot in the comments and on my platforms and all my platforms across the board, when the other side, or however you want to do it, their comments are so atrocious.
They are.
And how do you? I lost my train of thought for a second. How do you educate or teach people what really happened that day? Because it seems to me that so many people are just shooting from the hip, and they really truly don't understand what happened, and they think you guys are traitors to the country. You attacked your own country, and that's all they say. But what really, truly, what's the foundation of J6? If you were talking to somebody that knew nothing, what would you tell them? What happened that day, and who are you?
We were
Well,
patriots.
most people, even unless you were there, I don't think you really can grasp it. And I've been afraid to play my tambourine since. I don't know what kind of mass destruction I may cause. So, my poor tambourine. No, but what you're asking really, and this is interesting. I was just thinking of this today. A woman in prison, because I was sent. James Boasberg, who's trying to take away the Americans' opinion, and he's trying to be from his throne in D.C., trying to decide for the rest of America what they should be doing, and that is accepting in illegal immigrants and going. But getting back to what you were saying, this man, James Boasberg, 2 years he wanted me in prison, even though I'm a retired police officer, I'm a 9/11 first responder. And 2 years. So a year in, I met you meet all different types of people in prison. And one woman had an interesting story that when she was very interested in January 6th and things like that. And she said to me, coming from a prisoner's perspective, why don't you just go with it? If they think you're a terrorist, if they say all these things, I find sometimes you own the lie. Just own the lie and go with it. And it's so funny because, I thought for my second, it's true, people, you just can't convince them. And if you can't convince them, what if you took the narrative and but
Well, you know what the problem is
You can't
with
do that. You have to stay on the truth.
God runs your life. Jesus runs your life. We'll be right after this break. We'll be right back.
Sorry, I was going off, but essentially,
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just two entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW, making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single, Justice for All, with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round 2. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice for all, our voices ring, the anthem of the free.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
Howdy. Back here at the America First Warehouse. America. I take the A out because I just spent a weekend with some Texans. And I like Texas. I like Texas because Texas is going to bring us the truth, and it's going to bring awareness to what's happening to this country right now. As we were lied to from all the way from 9/11, HIV, the pandemic, the lies just continue to come down the road. But we're looking for American patriots like this one right here. Show this clip of a patriot that, I don't know, she's got my attention.
We need a new prime minister that has guts and that's going to stand up for the British and send all of these raping Muslims and dirty rugs back to their Sharia nations.
I need to know now, can you love me again?
Now that's I think it's Gomez is her name. She's running for Congress in Texas. And do you have a second one on her? I think we had them mixed up on it, Bill. If you have the second one.
Muslims are taking over Texas, and Governor Greg Abbott and 84-year-old Congressman John Carter are helping them turn Texas into the Mecca of the West. Greg Abbott lied to you. He did not ban Sharia law. Him and John Carter gave millions of your taxpayer money for mosques to be built all across Texas just in the past 2 years. And right behind me is a 19-acre Sharia school being built right in front of the Veterans of Foreign Wars post. So the very same terrorists that murder your brothers and sisters overseas will now be your neighbors. And if that wasn't enough, Buffalo Wild Wings now has halal only in their Texas locations. So I'll make this very simple for you. Vote me into Congress so we can ban halal, hijabs, or as I like to call them, bomb concealers, and turn the mosques that you paid for into public toilets. A vote for me is a vote to keep Texas Christian so that we can make Texas the worst place for these dirty Muslims to live in, so help me God. Remember, Jesus is king and he rose from the dead. Muhammad is a pedophile and he's still dead. God bless you.
Yeah, it's telling it like it is.
Yeah. That's my kind of congresswoman. I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah.
And Thursday night, I'm really going to open your eyes here at the warehouse because the truth is coming out. You guys won't believe this. So we go down on January 6th because we know that the government lied to us. We know that they set us up. And it was just so despicable, and the truth is coming out. And I'm going to ask everybody around here, who is the one responsible for all of this? Who is the one that created this nightmare in the last 10 years? And, you know, I know who my answer is, but let's go right over to midnight. Who is it?
I mean, you know, it always all roads lead to Barack Obama. Yeah. You know, 100%. That was the biggest traitor of this country, which led to other traitors in this country. You know, I think that he completely excelled and put in fast forward this Muslim invasion. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I want to just let everybody know out there, you know, and I know we've got also our Facebook followers that are following us as well while streaming in live and ask the questions. We'll answer during commercial break. But for us, we also are in agreement that one of the number one threats to the United States of America, not just to New York, as I live in the Upper East Side, is Zohran Mamdani. And the reason why Zohran Mamdani is the number one threat to the United States of America is because he's got the ear of all the other socialists or communists that would love nothing more and nothing less to take over this country. They're all listening to him. He is also taking the reign of being what you call the poster child of democratic socialism. We say there's nothing, democratic socialism does not exist. We say it's communism. And I want to also remind everybody else, Joe, is that don't worry about the name calling and don't worry about being the labels. Because people call me everything today in the book, and one of the ones I love when they say, "You're Islamophobic, Midnight." And I look at them, well, if Islamic phobic is the definition of denouncing and being against a prophet that married a 6-year-old child and consummated her at 9 years old, then I am the poster child for Islamophobia. Thank you very much. And I'll raise my head high to that.
Yes, very good, Midnight. I want to bounce over to Jill Cohen on this one, who has many books that she's written about 9/11. Since 9/11, it was George Bush that was the president. It wasn't Barack Obama, but, that's probably when it turned. Where do you think that 9/11?
Yeah, no, I think it goes much further than that. I think we can go all the way back to the Clintons coming into office. I was living in Switzerland at the time, and I got to see a kind of a big picture of our country. First of all, I saw the killing Nicole Simpson and what was his name? O.J. Simpson, right. So when I saw that, it was funny because living in Switzerland, I was like the poster child for Americans. Everywhere I went, people could tell I was American somehow.
Yeah, me too, by the way.
Yeah. And everybody would be like, so, what's with this O.J. Simpson thing? And I'm like, I don't even know. And when the verdict went down, I was in tears. It was the most terrible thing I'd ever seen, I thought. And then the Clintons came to power. And I watched that happen. And I watched my Jewish family get all riled up about, what were they calling it? They were like, it's the Kennedys again. And they were super excited. And I'm like, no, I don't think this is right. And it looked like the beginning of the end to me. So I'm going to put it all the way back to the Clintons. And I don't think that Obama started any of this. I think he finished what they started.
That is incredible insight, and that's from knowledge, wisdom, and discernment.
And experience.
And experience, Jill. I'm so blessed to have you on the show. I want to jump over back to Sarah Carpenter over here and ask her experience 9/11 plus the January 6th. Who do you think is really responsible for this chaos that we're living through right now?
Well, so going off the Clintons, now who was Hillary Clinton's aide?
Huma Abedin. And who
Muslim
is she?
Brotherhood.
Muslim Brotherhood. Exactly. You have such a great point there. So you're just pointing out I'm right.
And not only that, look how all the politics are going, because Weiner, right?
Yeah. Weiner.
Wasn't he married to her? And wasn't he also arrested with some pedophile? They
Yes,
are
he
all
was.
connected. And what it is, I believe, is a government that is usurping. They're trying to get in. And it's not one person. I believe it's a government system. Islam is a government. People try to say, they're coming through with this religion thing. And they use religion. And I have to say, when I see a woman in a burqa, I'm offended.
Very.
It puts feet, because right now I see how men acted when they were trying to make us wear masks, and I know I have to stick up for myself.
That's right.
So if they start to say your burqas or hijabs, which I ain't wearing it, baby. And you know what? I know most men, well, you know what? I won't say that, because I think I have 2 men right here who would defend women and not make us have to wear these. They have them in kindergarten in Minneapolis, I believe, right now.
Well, I don't know, Midnight. There might be a few women that we should put a burqa on.
Can I point something out to y'all, though?
I know a few men that should be wearing burqas.
Do y'all remember, though, that Epstein and the Clintons and the Clinton Foundation and Haiti, let's not forget Haiti.
Oh, millions.
So all of that happened on the Clintons'
Yeah.
watch. So I'm gonna
There was a
put
beautiful
him.
portrait of Bill Clinton in a Gucci blue dress.
Blue dress.
With his knees over the top.
Oh,
I have it in the
Monica
warehouse.
Lewinsky.
I'm pretty sure I have it in the back of the warehouse. I do have Jamie Crow here, also an expert on January 6th, and
I don't know
I've
about
seen her many times. She's on the front line, many Trump rallies. They gave your interpretation of who has destroyed the world. We got a couple of minutes left, 3 minutes left here. Who do you think can save it?
President Trump.
That's it? That's all you got? It's just President Trump?
I could say I don't even have to even think about it. I know President Trump can sign.
But what
save
about
this
people like you, like Jill,
and the
like
Patriots?
what we're doing?
America itself can save this country. All our patriots, all American people can save this country if they would stand up.
You are an example of what Americans should do, Jamie. I got to tell you.
We need to stand up.
You are
We
a
need
very
to stand up for
special
what is right.
lady.
I got to tell you, one of the things that I've been saying on my podcasts and all my platforms is I'm really concerned for the women and the children of this country. Guys like Joe and I, we're going to continue fighting till the last.
But if women aren't strong enough,
I do.
women
Hold
need
on.
to be strong.
I get very upset and very emotional because I think about my 19-year-old daughter, and I want to leave this
Yes.
planet in a much better place than where I found it.
Yes.
And if the women in this country, and there's, 100 million of you, they all have to understand that you guys are under siege. You guys are going to be overpowered. If the 100 million women don't stand up now, and if you do, I promise you, you won't need the men to protect you. I've seen one woman scorned in a courthouse beating me for child support. I can't imagine 100 million of you absolutely speaking from the mountaintops, telling your government that you will not be covered, you will not be beat, you will not be tortured, you will not be abused, and you will not be putting on a pedestal and telling me, remind me every day that every single one of you are enough.
Yep.
Now
That's
we
the
have
truth.
a minute.
That is
Way
the
to go,
truth.
Midnight. He's unbelievable.
You can never give in. You can never forget.
This is the first half of the James Justice Show. James is sick. He called in last minute, and we said, James, we got you covered. He's a real patriot. He fights hard. He's on the front
Yes.
lines for us. Let's go around real quick with a minute. Sarah, tell us where James Justice's network can find you and see you.
James Justice can be found at the America First Warehouse.
Yes, he can. How about you?
Oh, me? I'm sorry. I thought you were asking.
She's such a good lady.
I can, the bright lights. So I can be found at the warehouse. The warehouse is
Sure.
absolutely the Peacemaker Talks, and that can be found on the app at Peacemaker at the America First Warehouse. It also can be found on Rumble's America First Warehouse. They put the lives on, and they can find the repeats there.
Yes, and you're fantastic. The show was fantastic. Jill Cohen, where are we going to find you?
So every single day, I do live podcasts on the Beach Report on Facebook and also on YouTube. And then I also have my website is JillBooks, JILLBOOKS.com.
And Jamie Crow, real quick for you, because midnight you're going to bring us out.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook also, and if you're going to be negative, please don't bring your negativity on my Facebook. And I'm also on YouTube, Jamie Crow, the James Gang, 2885.
Midnight, bring us out of here. Where do we get you?
You can find me sitting right here at the American First Warehouse with Joe the Box.
Yeah, boy! Thank you.
Me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic place in all the land.
Look at you.
Hey, I'm here getting cleansed up. You know why? Because Sugar Creek Goods is a great place by patriots, making patriot soaps, making me smell nice. And that's what's nice. Who wants to go down the street and smell of somebody bad in New York City? Hey, by the way, what's this thing for?
250 years ago, a nation was born. Built on courage, driven by freedom, defined by patriots who stood their ground. Today, we don't just remember that legacy, we wear it. This is more than a shirt. It's a symbol of strength, freedom, and pride. I'm Steve Stern, COO of theflagshirt.com, and I invite you to celebrate 250 years of the United States with us. Wear your pride, stand for something, get your shirts today.
You know what is more disappointing than Gino Visconti, everyone?
My sex life?
No, bad cell service. Let's make fun of Gino. Oh, wait, he's here.
Well, speaking of the opposite of his sex life, these people have towers that are huge and they're everywhere. And while you're traveling, you can use these huge towers. PatriotMobile.com/ it bends to the right. I don't have to tell you. TAFW. And then you can talk about me behind my back.
Patriotic people doing patriotic things.
Corporate transfer. Fine, professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts